Today, in our continuing series on free enterprise with the Florida Chamber of Commerce, we are joined by John Medina, Vice President of Business, Insurance, and Investment Services for First Commerce Credit Union, Florida Chamber Board Member, and the Florida Chamber's Tallahassee Regional Board Chair. John, Florida is a great place to do business, especially if you're a small business owner. And in fact, 2 out of every 3 jobs in Florida are created by small businesses. As an integral part of the First Commerce team, I'm sure you've seen your fair share of small businesses and get a chance to hear each one's story. Tell us, in your opinion, why should businesses, particularly small businesses, choose Florida?
Preston, that's a great question. I can tell you, yesterday, I believe it was released, the CEO magazine announced that Florida was the number 2 state in the nation as far as being business friendly, and that is not a surprise at all. We're only trailing Texas, and it's because of obviously the high standard or the high quality of living that we have here in this state, but it also has to do with the business environment that we have. Now, while it's good that we're number 2 in the nation, I'll tell you, Preston, we're really a global economy. Florida is a global economy that needs to be competitive in a much larger marketplace. And so it's because of organizations like the Florida Chamber who constantly advocate, for a competitive business climate that we're able to create jobs and help provide opportunities for businesses to be successful in this state. And so we'll talk more about some of those specifics, but Florida is very well positioned to be a highly competitive state, both nationally and globally.
John, you've taken a leading role as part of the Florida Chamber to ensure small businesses succeed here in Florida. Our state's come a long way, and obviously I think we see the evidence. We're heading in the right direction. What are some of the things you as a regional board chair with the Florida Chamber are advocating for in Tallahassee and the area beyond?
Sure. And Preston, I think it starts at home, and for me, home is First Commerce, where I am proud to be a member of the senior management team here. And, we believe that small businesses are the backbone of our community. And this is why we focus in helping them save time and money so they can stay focused on what they do best, which is obviously creating jobs. Again, the Florida Chamber is an advocate. Small businesses run into issues relating to regulations and the changes of those regulations from county to county. And so we need an advocacy partner like the Florida Chamber to help pave the way to make business in Florida more efficient, more fluid. And so I'm very proud to be a part of the Florida Chamber Board of Directors. And every day we fight and we advocate to help small business owners have a better chance of being successful in this competitive landscape.
As a regional board chair, how will your time in that role here in Tallahassee help address some of the challenges that you've mentioned, as well as some challenges that you haven't, that Tallahassee faces and in fact Florida faces in the future?
Yeah, Preston, in a previous radio show that you and I had, we spoke about the need for resources for small businesses. I think small businesses have they have a challenge understanding what the resources are in their community that can help them. And so in your show, we spoke about the small business development centers throughout the state of Florida. Here in Tallahassee, we happen to have one located on the FAMU campus, a phenomenal organization that can help small business owners with financial planning, with marketing plans, just a lot of resources that are primarily free of charge. We have Florida First Capital located here in Tallahassee, which is the state's largest SBA 504 lender for individuals that are looking for loans on either real estate or equipment. A great resource. We have DOMI located right downtown, and it is an innovation incubator, if you will. Really, really neat things happening at DOMI. I met with Kimberly Moore a few weeks ago and was hearing about what they're doing at Tallahassee Community College with their Spark program to help small business owners and entrepreneurs. JMI, the Jim Moran Institute, located at FSU, another great incubator for entrepreneurship. And frankly, one that I've used for many years as a small business owner, CareerSource. I've gotten some of the best employees that I've ever hired through a resource that's free, and that's CareerSource. The other opportunity, I think, Preston, is in the workforce development. I don't know that a lot of folks realize, but again, between FAMU, FSU, TCC, Flagler, Kaiser, Lively, Pat Thomas, we have a plethora of educational resources located right here in our backyard. And in particular, I'm excited about the trades and certifications that we provide, for employees or for the labor market in this community. A college education is great. I encourage everyone to consider it. But the bottom line is we need folks that have trade skills and certifications that can do most of the things that small businesses require us to do. So this is a great location, a great region to be actively engaged in small business and entrepreneurship.
Well, obviously, what goes hand in hand with that is free enterprise principles, and of course, the Florida Chamber believes in those things and that they're key to Florida's success. So let me end the visit with this question: what does free enterprise mean to you, John?
Well, Preston, let me tell you what it does not look like. I got a two-part answer. Free enterprise is not like playing a board game with a 6-year-old. It seems like the rules change after every turn, and basically at the end of the day, the 6-year-old is going to win every single time. I think our small businesses are looking for a dynamic marketplace that is competitive, that has capitalism, that promotes entrepreneurship and innovation. But I think they're looking for a marketplace that has a modicum of predictability, regulations, labor, taxes. It's extremely difficult for a small business owner to compete in this kind of marketplace without knowing what the rules of the game are, and with having some level of predictability that those rules are going to remain in place or improve. And so free enterprise is not playing a board game with a 6-year-old.